All right, sports world, welcome back to the Rodger Report. We're kicking things off with a massive update on Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Get ready for some serious player prop insights and odds as the Steelers gear up to face the Minnesota Vikings in Week 4 of the 2025 season, all the way from Dublin, Ireland. But hold up, it's not all sunshine and touchdowns. Steelers legend Terry Bradshaw is sounding off, and he's got some serious doubts about whether this aging Steelers squad, even with Aaron Rodgers, can truly contend for a championship in 2025. Is the hype wearing off? And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, he's been in the hot seat, offering up his own reasons for the Steelers' offensive struggles. But are these excuses, or is there a deeper issue at play with the team's lack of preseason work for key players? Finally, we dive into the bizarre world of NFL equipment regulations as Aaron Rodgers reveals he absolutely hates his new helmet after his old favorite was banned. Is this just a fashion faux pas or a serious distraction for the Steelers' QB? You gotta see this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment. Get ready for Week 4, because the Pittsburgh Steelers and Minnesota Vikings are taking their battle to Dublin, Ireland. But before Aaron Rodgers even steps onto the Croke Park turf, the betting lines are already buzzing. We're talking player prop bets and odds for this international showdown, giving you all the insights you need to understand the matchups. This game, set for a 9:30 a.m. ET kickoff live on NFL Network, features two 2-1 teams looking to make a statement early in the 2025 season. Will Rodgers deliver for bettors, or will the Vikings' defense shut down the Steelers' offense? The odds are out there, and the anticipation is building for this historic NFL game across the pond. And while the betting odds are one thing, the legendary voice of Terry Bradshaw is weighing in with some stark predictions that might surprise you. Steelers legend Terry Bradshaw is casting a shadow of doubt over the Pittsburgh Steelers' 2025 Super Bowl aspirations, even with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. Despite a 2-1 start, Bradshaw believes the team is past being a contender, citing a lack of true championship quality for the last 5 years. He points to a shaky offensive line and mediocre receivers, suggesting that Rodgers, while a great, isn't playing on a great team right now. The close calls in early season victories, against teams like the winless Jets and a fumble-prone Patriots, only fuel Bradshaw's skepticism. With perennial contenders like the Chiefs and Ravens also having slow starts, Bradshaw argues the Steelers lack the offensive creativity and defensive consistency to break through in what could be Rodgers' final season. He implies that more losses might be needed before the fanbase fully embraces a doomsday mindset. But Aaron Rodgers himself isn't shying away from the team's performance, offering his perspective on why the offense is sputtering. Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers is addressing the team's offensive woes, but his explanations might be missing the mark. Rodgers pointed to generic reasons for the struggles through the first 3 games of the 2025 season. However, a significant factor could be the almost complete lack of preseason game action for key offensive players, including Rodgers himself. Head coach Mike Tomlin opted to keep Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Pat Freiermuth, and Jalen Warren entirely out of preseason games, denying them crucial live reps with their teammates. This lack of on-field chemistry and timing before the regular season could be the primary reason the Steelers' offense looks so out of sync and is sputtering out of the gate. And speaking of Rodgers' game, it seems even his personal equipment is causing him headaches, with a new league rule forcing a change he absolutely despises. Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers is making headlines, and not just for his performance on the field. He's openly expressed his strong dislike for the new helmet options provided after the NFL banned his preferred Shutt Air XB Pro Q11 LTD model. Rodgers called the new helmets terrible, lamenting the arbitrary ruling that makes his old, concussion-free helmet obsolete. He's tried multiple alternatives, including the Shutt F7 Pro and the Shutt Air XB Pro VTDII, but found fault with each, describing one as looking like a damn spaceship. Despite attempts to customize with different face masks, finding a helmet that fits both his comfort and league standards seems to be an ongoing struggle for the veteran QB as the Steelers head into their Week 4 international matchup against the Minnesota Vikings. But don't go anywhere, because we're about to wrap it all up with a lightning round recap of all the top stories and a massive call to action. That's a wrap on today's explosive report. We've covered Aaron Rodgers' player props and the Steelers versus Vikings showdown in Dublin, Terry Bradshaw's doubts about the Steelers' contender status, Rodgers' excuses for offensive struggles, and his hilarious helmet hatred. Don't miss a single update. Smash that like button, subscribe to the Rodger Report for all your breaking sports news, hit the notification bell so you're always in the loop, drop a comment below to let us know your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels. We'll see you next time.